I was sitting here and I was thinking my show really wasn't going to be about anything personal. I told you guys in a show before that I don't like talking about football players and their personal life. That's just not my business. But I said current football players, not ex football players. Now, I look back at those times when Colin Kaepernick and Michael Vick was getting just crucified on TV. I mean, almost to the point where you wanted us to dislike them because they were football players who had something wrong with or you felt like because Colin Kaepernick didn't do anything wrong. Or Michael Vick, you said, okay, he was in a dog fight. Even when that kid was trying to straighten his life out, y'all was still crucifying him, destroying him. But yet it's been almost 3 years, and I haven't heard hardly anything about Brett Favre. Anything. It just blows my mind. Now, I know there's a lot of people sitting out there talking about racism, placism, favoritism, all these different things right here, but I'm just going to tell you like this. I was a fan of Brett Favre. I enjoyed watching him play because he was an underdog. He was one of those kids everybody knew had talent, but they didn't think he would ever make it. He came from Mississippi. I figured with Brett Favre, he was one of those dudes. He was one of those guys. But if any of these things that he's been accused of is true, I'm just going to be honest with y'all. I think that's the lowest of the low. And I think he should be put in a category way worse than what you put Michael Vick and Colin Kaepernick in. He's in a category where he stole from poor people, not just poor black people, poor white people as well. How is that possible? And ESPN, I'm disappointed because you're one of my favorite channels, but yet you literally have missed the boat on this. I'm wondering if Shannon Sharp never brings it up, would anybody say anything? If Stephen A. never brings it up, would anybody say anything? Or we would just sweep this under the rug like we do everything else? It's appalling listening to some of the stuff that I'm here. And it's easy for me to say that, hey, listen, I can easily judge him. I can easily do that. But I'm not going to judge him just yet. I'm going to judge the situation. Regardless if you did it or not, that's sickening. I mean, it's only sickening to me because you're worth millions. You could have did it yourself, and it would have had such more value to it. Other than that, you make me sick. Now, all that being said, let's talk sports. All right, listen, I told you guys last year, I was like, hey, listen, I'm going to start my own podcast. Now, everybody didn't hear about it. I told some people about it. The reason why I told some people about it, because what I did was I took what I call an ally team off Facebook and said, hey, look, you know what? Let's not do it on Facebook. It takes too long. You type in, you misspelling words. I know I misspell a ton of them. Bad grammar, everything, because I'm trying to curse somebody out, but I'm trying not to use curse words, so I got to go all around my adjectives. It's just really sucked. But with one girl, one day I sent this post out, and I was basically talking about Drew Brees. And I was trying to get everybody to understand that some of you guys are Drew Brees fans, you're not really Saints fans. And she posted saying the exact same thing, and I had to comment on it until it was well said. And ever since then, that's been my girl. We've been in a lot of battles together. We have fought against some crazy, crazy fans. So I'd like y'all to welcome to the show. Let's I'm sorry, I almost forgot his name. I want to invite to the show Victoria Rodney. We're going to talk about some football because the name of the show is Let's Talk Sports. Hey, Victoria, what's happening?
Hey.
Listen, I know for a fact that you've been put in Facebook jail many, many times arguing with different fans of
wrongfully accused.
Some people, wrongfully accused, I must admit, because some of them deserved every bit of what you got. But today, we're going to unleash you. Today, we're going to let everybody know you shouldn't be put in a jail. So that's what happens. When people are always speaking the real, you want to put them in jail. It's crazy.
Exactly.
it's crazy. So what we're going to do is first, me and Victoria are going to sit here and we're going to show, first I'll show you guys why I brought on the show. Y'all need to start talking about women don't know nothing about football. Y'all really missing the boat. Y'all losing y'all mind. It's women out there know the game better than some guys, and this is one of them. So When that being said, let me tell you about my picks, girl. I gotta tell you about my picks. You know how we do football. All right, we got first pick we're gonna talk about is the 49ers in Denver. I don't think Denver have anything. I just don't. At first, I tried to. Okay, I love my boy Russell. Don't get it twisted. But when you're trying to go to a different, when you're trying to go to a different team and you're trying to blend with a different coach and a new coach at that, and there's so much that has to be done on a football team. You don't trust the players around you just yet because you don't really know them personally, and it shows on the field. And you find yourself doubting yourself. And I see him in their pocket, and I see him not sure if I thread this needle, will this dude go fight for this ball for me? I don't know, so I'm just going to do something wild and throw the ball in double coverage or throw the ball away, and it looks just so bad. I believe in time they'll get it together, just not right now. I see the 49ers crushing Denver Sunday. I do. What do you think about that 49ers? They're just not clicking. And the 49ers got who they wanted back, Jimmy Garoppolo. You know I'm not real high on them either, but got to give them credit where credit is due.
Right.
With Jimmy Garoppolo, they've been to the Super Bowl. They're always in the playoffs. I just think they're going to crush Denver Sunday. I tell everybody to take the 49ers.
I agree.
That's my girl. Next game, now this is going to shock you, Victoria. I'm telling you, that's why I didn't tell you who the picks were, because I want you to be shocked. I could have easily told you pre-production. I could have said Victoria. No. Get this one. I'm picking Jacksonville. The Jacksonville Jaguars, because I don't believe the Chargers can cover the 6 points. I believe Jacksonville is.
That's not shocking
to me. Say again now?
That's not shocking to me.
And you know why I say that?
Because spread, you can win, but cover the point spread. I can see that. I can see them. I can see them in the whole game.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the Jacksonville Jaguars is as bad as people trying to make them. How can a coach like Peterson, you got a number 1 draft pick, and you know they had a bad coach last year. I don't even want to bring his name up. I don't want to give him no, but he's just horrible. I mean, but now they got a good coach that then actually won the Super Bowl, who actually comes from a coaching tree that this guy can coach. He got them kids over there believing. I just don't think that. I don't think Eric Herbert is healthy at all. I believe they're gonna make that kid play or let that kid play with them ribs. That can be bad at the end of the season. But he knows his body better than we do. But yeah, I'm taking Jacksonville, and I'm telling everybody to take the points. Take the points.
I feel you, man.
Right now, Titans Raiders. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I just don't believe in the Raiders. I don't care who the Raiders get. Devontae Adams comes over the team. He can have 19 catches in a game. The Raiders they're the Raiders. I mean, I cannot. If the Raiders start out, the Raiders and the Titans, they play in Tennessee.
Oh, I see. Okay, I see you.
Yeah, you know what has happened in Tennessee on live on national TV. Buffalo beat them like somebody who stole something.
Yeah, pretty bad.
I mean, and now they going. Yeah, now they going back home. I don't see the Raiders. I say take Tennessee in the money line. I think Tennessee is going to win the game straight out. And the last and final one. You think that too? And the last and final one, Jets in Cincinnati. I'm taking the Jets.
Ooh.
I'm telling everybody take the Jets and the points.
I see with the points. What's the point spread?
No, the point spread is 6. I know. I actually think the Jets can beat them.
Oh, like win.
Please ask me why. Please ask me why.
I want to know both. At this point, both of them shaky. So, but yeah, I would love to hear that.
For some reason, since Joe Burrow took over at quarterback, the Cincinnati Bengals have a problem playing in New York. See, most people don't remember this. If I'm not mistaken, the Jets beat them last year in New York, and the Jets was horrible. And we all know that Cincinnati are going to the Super Bowl. Not to mention, I've never seen Joe Burrow get rattled, but I did see him get angry Sunday. I saw it. That was anger.
They don't have the same team they had last year.
No, they actually have the same players, but not the same energy. That's crazy, huh? Now, they bring over Armstead and put him on the offensive line, and it ain't made a difference yet. So I'm taking the Jets. I think the Jets going to surprise some people now. If Flacco disappoint me again, okay, well, whatever. but I know the Jets have the caliber of team. If they play 4 quarters, they can win that game.
Especially
I
at
know
home.
that. So especially at home, right? So I'm telling everybody, take the Jets and the points. If you're scared, just take the points. I mean, it is what it is. So those are my picks for this week. Now, for everybody who betted last week that won money, because some people actually won money and I had a horrible week, but I did win money because I took Miami to beat Baltimore. but some people did win, even though my record was horrible. But some people did win. Now, why I say that? The next thing, why I say that, people who are looking at this, I'm just letting you know I'm gonna have a video real soon, because I've had a lot of people text me and comment and ask me, well, I would like to bet, but I just don't know how to read that. I don't know how to bet. I'm gonna do an actual small show just showing you guys how to bet for those who want to bet. And I'm gonna tell y'all right now, don't be betting your mortgage, don't be betting your rent money. Exactly. It's not fun anymore when you're doing it like that. I'm just taking $50, $100, $200 and put it on it if I have it. If I don't have it, I don't bet. So guys, just remember that. Now, I spoke earlier about the battles that you and I have been in. That's one big battle that we literally every single year we were right there just lighting people up on Facebook. I remember I used to message you and talk, Victoria, stop cursing people out on Facebook before they put you in jail. I said, but Richard, they so stupid. They're so stupid.
Oh gosh, right?
Right. Well, you and I are realists when it comes to football, which is why I like you as a fan, which is why I like you as a friend. We are both Saints fans. We know we can't win a Super Bowl with Jameis Winston. Now, there's a lot of people out there that believe we can. We know we can't win that Super Bowl with the general manager that we have. We know we have some changes that need to be made, and it's going to take time. So when we're watching the game, we're watching it, I guess you can say, as a more of a fan view, hoping that something will change. But we're not stupid enough or delusional enough to say, oh, no, we're going to the bowl. No, we ain't going to the bowl. Now until some things change. We have seen a Super Bowl. Us as fans have seen a Saints win a Super Bowl. We know how a Super Bowl team looks. We know the energy that comes around a Super Bowl talented team. And we don't see that same energy. We see a team trying to figure themselves out. And that's why we're realists when it comes to. Do you agree with that? Correct,
100%.
One thing that we also agree on that we can't stand, Cowboy fan. We just sit there and talk to. We just sit there and talk to. So here it is, my friend. All the time, my friend got kicked off Facebook because some freaking Dallas fan wants to report her for something she said because she embarrassed you because she's a female and she's tearing your butt up on freaking football. And you get embarrassed because she called you a fool because you don't know what you're talking about. I'm laughing in the background saying, you shouldn't have started this war. You wouldn't got it. But now next thing you do, you want to go report to Facebook that she said something obscene or this, then Facebook kicks her in jail. And then what happens? Then I turn around and light your butt up on Facebook. So either way you go, you're going to get it. But today is your day. I want you to tell me sincerely and seriously why we, not you, we dislike some, not all, Dallas fans.
Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. I'm just gonna go out and say I'm gonna call them Cowbums because it's the difference between Cowboy fans and Cowbums. Like I got some good Cowboy friends as fans. They know football, but the problem with most of the fan base, they don't know football. So we just gonna go ahead and call them, baby, you a Cowbum. But not only they not know football, they like to talk the most trash. How you don't know football? You like to talk the most trash. We call that ignorant. We call it ignorant is funny. And then a lot of them like to say, I don't watch nobody but Dallas. I don't watch nobody but Dallas. Like y'all watch my team. Well, of course I'm gonna watch your team because if I'm gonna talk about your team, I'm a football fan first. I'm a football fan. I love the Saints. I'm gonna watch football regardless. So of course I wanna know what I'm talking about. So yes, I'm gonna watch your team so I know what I'm talking about. I might talk trash, but you can't do the same thing. You want to go back and forth with me, all this hoo-ha, and then next minute when I beat you on every point, well, I don't watch your sorry team anyway. Well, why you talking then? How many Cowboy fans you actually run across? When I only watch my team. I'm not gonna say this. I only run across two in my whole life, and I've been living for quite some time. I'm an '80s baby. By two fans actually said, you know what? I root for Dallas, but I don't really watch nobody else. I just watch Dallas. Okay, well you can't get in a football conversation. If let you watch, how you gonna watch people in your rival? I need to know who my team gonna play against. I need to know what's going on in my division. So I mean, like, really make it make sense. But again, want to talk trash though. That's my thing. If you want to watch Cowboys, that's fine, which I believe you're lying. But if you only want to watch Cowboys, it's fine. But don't come at me about my team. I have to watch my team. I can tell you about your team. Yes, I'm watching.
Right.
Yes, I'm watching. Talking trash and rooting against y'all every week. And when y'all play good, I'm gonna tell them they play good. But I mean, they so happy about their win last week. Now I wasn't saying we was gonna go to the Super Bowl. We pulled it out with ATL. They win ain't no different. If anything, else worse because they actually had a good lead and they let these people come back. Barely won because y'all people saved y'all and we going to the Super Bowl. That foolishness right there, I just can't do. They gonna forever be on my worst list of fans.
And another thing I hate about them, Victoria, is they always talking about how many Super Bowls they won. And you know, you and I both know this has been almost 30 years since you even been to the NFC Championship game. I'm just trying to figure out how does that a basis of an argument? Most of y'all wasn't even born when they was winning some of those Super Bowls. How can you claim that? Does that not irritate you?
Only them on fire rings. Oh my goodness, the fire ring happens. That's all they need. If I gotta get fire rings again, oh, just the same old thing. They ain't even got no new material because they team do the same thing every year. Fail, let them down every year, and they actually do have a lot of talent on their team. Just can't get together. They just, but at least we actually see our flaws. They can't. They get one game, barely in one game, get anything, just anything Cowboys give them. They just pathetic. I feel like as fans, you just take more from your team. I'm not gonna sit up for no half wins. I was disappointed in Saints the first week. I was disappointed in Saints the second week. If Saints would have won, I would have been disappointed because I expect better of my team with the talent. Them, man, they'll take whatever the Cowboys give them. Whatever. Like, I just don't get it. Only fan base, like, it's like they in a bad relationship, abusive relationship. They supportive girlfriend. Just, I mean, like, you're tired of the same thing every year. And it's okay to root for your team, but don't be sitting up here coming for different fan bases or just saying like you really think they're good. Stop making them more than what they is. They ain't gonna never be what they supposed to be because Cowboy fans already think they the best thing smoking. Let your team actually earn your respect.
Right.
Like, come on,
right. Man. Hey, now here's the thing. I was talking to a Cowboy fan last year. Actually, it's 2 years in a row. This Cowboy fan had this talk, right? I was telling him I have looked at videos, films, all kinds of different stuff on Dak Prescott. I've seen Dak Prescott look his best. I've seen him look really, really bad. I've seen him look confused. I've seen him look rattled. I can think of many games where I'm looking in his eyes and I'm like, this dude is straight rattled. I mean, he cannot handle this moment. But you know, out of all those videos, I wish the Dallas Cowboy fans would just shut me up. Just shut me up on this one thing. I've been waiting on it for 2 years now. Maybe I haven't asked enough Dallas Cowboy fans. Would you please show me Dak Prescott can throw a 30-yard dig with the receiver floating across the middle, like, you know, like the Mahomes to Tyreek Hill pass in the divisional playoff game last year? I want to see you throw that pass because I haven't yet to see it yet. I've seen you throw long, deep flies. I've seen you. I haven't seen it yet. I don't think Dak has all the passes. They don't even look. The closest they come to it is CeeDee Lamb running an in route that stops about 5 yards coming in when Dak can hit him as he's coming in. I'm talking about when he's floating across the middle and he can hit him right on a dime. Have you ever seen it? Have you ever seen
dimensional, it? Now that I think about it, like he really is. He really is. He don't throw like Pat Mahomes and, you know, like versatile can throw their ball.
Josh Reed and all those guys. Right.
He can't.
I haven't seen it.
And they let us say he elite because of his stats, but he do have the numbers, but a lot of his good numbers be against bad teams though. That's
Kirk Cousins got the numbers too. Kirk Cousins got the numbers too. We don't get excited to watch Kirk Cousins now, do we? but let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Amari Cooper in the locker room last year says that you're just You're just a Kirk Cousins of football. I don't know if that happened, but that's what I heard he told Dak Prescott after the 49ers game. And I haven't heard. I haven't heard anybody. I haven't heard anybody. I mean, let's just be honest. Did he not? Did he or did he not choke in the 49ers game? Did he or did he not?
Did he?
Did he choke? He choked big time in the 49ers.
I rarely see him choke in big games.
Missing passes. I mean, wide open receivers. Dallas should have been in the league long before they had the drive. That's why I was telling him, what are you mad about the drive for? Dak Prescott missed like 2 touchdown passes. How in the world are you going to be mad at the referees now? Are you kidding me? You actually sitting up in the stands. I mean, when you seen all them sitting up in the stands crying, and I'm trying to figure out, do you think the Dallas Cowboys fan base, some of them, or the majority of them, are in like a cult? Because they are so delusional and they don't any.
Look, I ain't see that coming, Richard. I ain't see that coming. Oh, it warmed my heart, though. That warmed my heart. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I hated it, but how y'all not see that coming? How y'all not just cry? Like, your team do this every year, though.
Every single year. That's like going into a relationship when you know somebody gonna break your heart every freaking day, and you constantly in that relationship. And they have nerves enough to say, I'm proud Dallas Cowboy 50-year fan. I've been a Cowboy fan for 60 years. Well, does that make you good or bad? I mean,
exactly. I tell my people to do better. You can do better. It's like I tell girls you can do better. Like, if you're going to root for your team, just root for your team within reason, like us. I'm not going to have no heart attack. So, baby, Saints know they love to try to kill them. I'm not going to have no heart attacks, but I know what to expect. Saints do this all the time. I know my team flaws. I know my team pros and cons. So it's like, I can't ever get caught up like that. They at the span, they at the game embarrassing themselves, crying, grown people on TV crying behind the Cowboys. Grow up. Grow up. Y'all like a bunch of kids, but they just tell how childish they fan base is anyway. Them Cowboys out there crying. Are you shocked? Or you really reach out in the playoffs? Lord. I mean, I remember missing 2 years in the Stars division. How you miss the 2 years in the Stars division? And that's what's so bad about them. They actually do got talent. Like, it's just pathetic.
They do. They have more talent than most people know, but they have nobody that can bring it together. And you're gonna keep losing players every single year. And I'm gonna say this, and then my friend, we're gonna end this thing. Listen to this and tell me what you think, okay? If Dallas actually got a coach that was actually the general manager and said, Jerry Jones, just move and give me this talent and I'll build a Super Bowl team with you, would their odds go up?
Oh, yeah. And like you said, I remember your other show, Sean can do it, and I'm afraid of. I'm afraid if he let Sean Payton come over and do his thing.
And Sean can do it because they'll be big time contenders. But here's the thing, they'll even be able to do it with Dak Prescott.
Oh yeah,
they could because of Sean. They can do it. Sean would make Dak better.
Exactly. Probably make him actually elite, like they think.
Actually elite, but it's gonna be kind of hard because Victoria, I don't see how they can keep that contract. It's so freaking big to the point where they can't sign no players. Yeah. That's why I say you didn't make it a team friendly contract. When Brady was doing all that and helping them, he was still making his money. He just was making it a team friendly contract. Dallas didn't do that. They made it a player friendly contract. Don't get it twisted. I like my brothers to get their money, but not at the expense of I want to win a Super Bowl. You can't be on TV saying I want to win a Super Bowl, but you know you got to overpay. That makes no sense. Well, if you don't want to be considered overpaid, go to work and win some games. You know, exactly. The ones that count. Exactly. Don't be a regular season quarterback. Be a elite quarterbacks make it to deep in the playoffs, if not the Super Bowl. Deep. Exactly.
Not costing your team games. He actually costs his team games, but you want all this money. Boy, he's kind of embarrassing on that one. But you know,
I mean, it's a headache. My friend, you know we got to come back. Listen, I have a special guest that's gonna be coming on this show in about 2 months. You ready for the name? The name of the special guest is Pigeon Toe Pimp. That's literally his name. pigeon toe pimp. I'm not kidding you, right? And I want you to get on. This is a diehard, probably the most diehard Dallas fan I've ever seen. I'm telling you, what you would call him is a cow bum. This dude's on a whole nother level of cow bum. He knows nothing about nobody but Dallas, and he's delusional when it comes to Dallas. You gotta come talk to this guy on this show.
Let them see who they really are. Let him go back to American fans, but I really can't say else. They're gonna be moving on. He'll embarrass real Cowboy fans to know football, but the Bums, they'll fight right there with him. They'll fight right there with him. Oh, I would love to see. Maybe they need to see themselves, on something so they can see how crazy they look. But
so they can see how crazy they is, right? That's the only way they're gonna stop being delusional. But you're my girl. The next time you gotta come to the studio so we can do it in the studio. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Most definitely.
Ain't no problem. Look, we ain't that far from you. We gonna get together. I'm gonna call you probably in about 15 minutes. But other than that, Rashard, we about ready to end this. Okay, he's in his zone. You don't see. Victoria, we out. Peace.
All right, love you. Y'all have a good one. Bye, Rashard.
Peace.